security is a program, it's a discipline. You follow a process to get to an outcome. Unfortunately, more often than not, companies are waiting until something happens before they reach out.
You look at the news every single day, something's happened, and we have tools to help prevent these things. Why aren't we putting them into place?
When you send your spouse to work, when you send your kids to school, I want you to know that we're out there making sure that families don't have to suffer those tragic notifications that something is happening. And we're independent physical security consultants helping our clients prevent crime in their organization before it happens.
So security is not a cost center. So a lot of times businesses, from a bottom line standpoint, don't look at security as a forethought. It's an afterthought once an incident happens, so they're very reactive rather than being proactive to safety.
One of the hardest things for people to understand is what risks they mitigate by implementing a security solution.
Risk is generally going to occur in 5 different categories for most organizations. Risk to people, risk to assets, risk to information, risk to reputation, risk to continuity. And, we're going to go through a very methodical process where we assign probability values. How likely is it for these events to happen? How bad would it be if that event were to occur? And then lastly, how well positioned are they to prevent that incident from occurring? It creates good results and it doesn't result in overspending.
We frequently go into client sites and they've wasted tons of money, tons of time because they just did not have good advice.
A company approached us. They had received a quote for security in a new warehouse, and that quote was like $539,000. Didn't feel right. We took that same scope of work and rebid it with the same results and outcome, and we were able to bring that project in at $210,000, over $300,000 savings.
You know, everybody's unique. Everybody has a unique set of problems that they're trying to solve. And
We want to be students of the security industry, always willing to listen and adapt our own strategies to make sure that we're giving the client the best product at the end of the day.
Our allegiance is to the client, and that's why our Net Promoter Score remains almost 40 points over the global average for consulting firms consistently year in and year out. We just will not leave a project unfinished.